Where's TK today?
Where does that leave us?
Let's see. BLM land south of Sedona called Windmill Campground. A lot of people there.
Mm-hmm.
This is Surprise Canyon, or camping. Not bad. Oh, there's a lot of people here. I went a little higher.
It looked like a lot of long-termers. There were a couple of sites. We passed Surprise, and then we went to Windmill, and both looked like there were people that had been there a minute.
On our way down from Edge of the World, such a rough road, I noticed the bicycle drop bracket that I had built and ran hundreds of miles with my KLX 250 on the front of this truck had a structural failure. It had been bouncing so much that a compression joint had started to rip, and I needed to get that fixed. We found Bob's Welding in Sedona. Good old man, owned the business for 55 years, he said, in that spot. His son runs it now. And Jonathan, I think Jonathan was the guy who I talked to, who was just a young apprentice and a welder, and he knew what I wanted, figured it all out. I left the truck there so he could test fit it, and it worked out really well. So in the trades, generally, if you need service from somebody, there are 3 categories you hit. You either get a good price, you either get quick service, or you get quality workmanship. Those 3 qualities, you only get 2. You can never get 3. So what I got was good quality and quick service. What was left was price. To get that little piece added in there, it was like $200. Turned it around the same day I walked in the store. Quality work. Yeah, I appreciate that, because that's it's got a not a really super tight fit, but it's definitely got a fit.
Yeah, well, that smashing down the road for those 5 hours by the time we were done probably didn't help that.
Yeah, and all the other dirt roads we've been taking. We've been dirt a lot of the trip. So while Bob was welding up our part, we took the bikes off and headed to Red Rock Secret Canyon. It wasn't that secret because it was on the map.
Lots of people.
I don't know, what, a half-hour ride or something?
On the bikes, yeah.
Yeah, about a half-hour ride.
Gotta love those bikes.
In city situations like that. Off-road, they're not the best bikes, but they're great in town. We decided to hike the Subway Cave. The Subway Cave is another one of those caves that aren't on the regular maps. All right, Karen and I are hiking the Boynton Trail? Boynton Trail? We're gonna try to find the subway.
Oh, good, I'm hungry.
Yeah, what they're serving, I'm not sure we're wanting.
Can't be any worse than those bulrushes.
The bulrushes, yeah. That was a mouthful of fun. Anyway, we had to drop the truck off at the welding shop to get some things done for the bike rack. And we took our electric bikes up here and out hiking. So here's the tree there where it tells you to look for. But even better, they put an arrow. Da, da, da. This one had a big arrow.
Yeah, somebody had made an arrow on the path with rocks and twigs and stuff pointing to the other path.
Oh my God, the Subway Cave was one of the most spectacular caves we've been in.
It was a good hike.
Oh, and it did have cliff dwelling remnants.
And a pictograph.
And it had these edges that you have to climb on that have this, it's only a 50-foot. That's a half a subway here. Today's not our day to die. Not a lot of passing room.
Yeah.
Ah, cake. Karen did a great job coming around the corners.
Well, I don't know if I did a great job, but there was a young gal that was in front of us that we met a couple of places on that hike. And as it came around the corner, she's, oh, you did a really good job. I'm like, well, I think I peed myself a little bit. And she just kind of looked at me going, and then she walked away. Yeah, this is up. This is out of my comfort zone when you look at it. But thank you. I appreciate that.
You're doing a great job. Great job, Ben.
Deep breath, don't look down. It's fine. It's fine. I don't know.
Yeah, we befriended this 20-year-old hiker that was very, very cute, and you know, when he came around, she's like, "Oh yeah, that part wasn't so bad. This part was bad," but she didn't quite understand the aging component of women.
She'll get there. In 30 years, she's going to sit down one day and go, "Oh, that's what she meant."
The subway cave, if you have the opportunity to go there, and even if you're afraid of heights, do it. It's so much fun being there.
Don't look down.
I saw where you peed a little. Okay, what did you think of the subway?
Scary. It was kind of scary.
No, really.
I deserve a mint. That's
Yeah.
how scary it was. That was beautiful. There's some pictographs.
And that was part of the Boynton Canyon Trail, which beautiful hike through all these cottonwood trees that have all dropped their leaves.
Hard to even be in these trees and not look up. Just some of the most amazing structures, formations, and a helicopter.
I think the wintertime is probably the best because you can actually see all the red rock around you.
Like all the foliage.
Yeah, in the summertime with all the foliage and the leaves and whatnot, you probably would just be in a canopy of trees, which is beautiful as well.
Probably less people too.
Mm.
I'm not sad that we've been doing this at the time we've been doing it, because the crowds haven't been bad at all.
Rode our bikes back to Bob's Welding. Bob's a great old man. He's sitting there playing solitaire, and these cards, you can almost barely read them because they've just been greasy handled for just years.
Yeah, I appreciate that, because that's it's got a not a really super tight fit, but it's definitely got a fit. It doesn't like to be
Look at that, fits like a glove. And it's solid plate too, so should be able to just push the weight easy peasy.
And he was itching to close and did, but he was nice enough to wait until we got there and chatted with us for a few minutes and said he wasn't in a hurry, but his son wasn't around, so he was done and he closed up.
He closed up shop as soon as he completed the transaction. Apparently his mother had homesteaded some land there in Sedona back in the days when you could homestead. So he's original through and through. After we left Bob's, we went to go get a
Sonoran Hot Dog at Bob's.
another Bob's.
Oh, Senor Bob's. We went to Senor Bob's to get a Sonoran Hot Dog, yes.
From Bob's Welding to Senior Bob's.
Chili, onions, not chili,
Pinto beans.
pinto beans. Was that refried pinto beans?
I assume so.
Because that's what it looked like.
Yeah.
Jalapenos, onions,
Bacon.
and then all the other rest of the fixings that go on a normal fancy hot dog.
And they put a hot dog in there too.
And there was a hot dog slipped in there somewhere.
Then we headed out of town.
Headed back south to Beaverhead Flat Road. It was on some of the apps. They're actually doing some construction out there. But we're like, well, they'll either kick us out or they won't. And we set up camp and...
It was a functional overnight.
Yeah, because yours are cold. It doesn't have a sun visor.
What, the Santa hat?
Yes.
Oh, well, there you go.
Seems kind of hard to get to.
line, that's the solid waste, and then the liquid waste.
Morning. Good morning.
The liquid waste is here in the foreground. You can see the liquid vegetation in the ground.
When we left there, we went to Jerome Ghost Town.
Big old winch.
Well, that's unsettling.
Siren or this building?
The siren. The air raid siren. Jerome, needed to go see that because that's my middle name. Jerome was a very cute little town, little ghost town. We, of course, allured by the smell of brisket smoking for 12 hours, we were drawn into the Jerome Hotel.
It was the English Kitchen Bobby's Barbecue Hotel, I guess.
Yes,
Yeah.
all of it. And had some brisket. It was good. The onion rings were top notch. The onion rings there took the top.
Tiger. They were better than Tiger.
Oh yeah, they're better than Tiger Grill.
Karen and I are testing the sauces before they actually come. I'll show you what we got.
That one, that one, that one, that one, and that one. That's what we have.
Ketchup.
Oh yeah, and ketchup.
I feel like we're doing an onion ring journey across the U.S., which I'm totally okay with.
I don't hate that. I don't hate that idea. Onion rings in every place where you stop. After we left Jerome, you kind of go over this mountain pass, you drop back down, and very cute little windy road. And we ended up in Prescott, Arizona. Prescott has some interesting things that I totally forgot to even look for. Since we got there, there was a festival going on, a Akron Night Musical Showcase.
Yeah, it was interesting. We kind of just parked and walked into town, and they're setting stuff up, and somebody walks out of a saloon, and we go, "Hey, what's going on?" And he told us. We're like, "Oh, I guess we got here on the right day."
Christmas time is coming. The goose is getting fat. Time to put a penny in the old man's hat.
I don't think I know that.
Oh yeah? I don't think that's how it goes anyway. But something about time to put a penny in the old man's hat. If you haven't got a penny, a hay penny will do. You know what a hay penny? A half penny. A hay penny. If you haven't got a hay penny, then God bless you.
That makes sense.
Yep.
I thought you said a hate penny. Well, that seems confusing.
No, it's
You're not gonna give me a penny. Well, I'm giving you a hate penny.
Look at your 8 pennies. Look at that. Yep.
Very pretty.
I wish I had more room in my stomach for all the cookies because there were so many cookies.
A lot of the businesses were open and offering something to draw you in. Free charcuterie or cookies or whatever.
Yeah, and every place had music.
And all the music.
That night we left and went to White Spur Campground.
Oh, yes.
That was
White
this
Spar.
White Spar Campground. That was the state thing. It was okay, nothing too spectacular.
Yeah,
It was just a turn and burn close to the music thingy. When we left there, we started heading our way towards
Indian Point.
Campground, free campground right outside of Theodore Roosevelt Reservoir. Been a couple days there, just
You'd think the place was abandoned, but
definitely overran.
yeah, that was fine for what we needed. It was perfect.
And that ends week 7.
That's a wrap.
That's a wrap. See you on the trail. Happy trails.
See you out there.